I will be discussing some important elements in stock definition. As you can see from the table above, these are the important fields in a stock line. We'll go through it. You can see there's product code, site code, warehouse location, lot, serial number, packing UOM, and so on. Sites is the first level location for the stock. Below sites are warehouse and location. Other location fields you can define is internal, dock, customer, and subcontract location. As you can see from this side screen, there are sales, purchase, and stock buttons. Minimum for a site to do stock transaction is to have the stock option checked. With this check alone, you will be able to do stock module transactions like transfer, receipt, and delivery, but you will not be able to raise purchase or sales documents like PO and SO. So in order to be able to raise PO and SO, your site must have the sales and the purchase options marked as well. Default workdays are important. In this example here, we will mark all days. Without this, during delivery of stock, errors will prompt because system will check for available delivery dates from this set of days. Next, we go to the location form. For location field, it is controlled by the location type, meaning you cannot generate location directly from the location screen, but you will need to use location type to define the template and use it to generate individual location. Location can be defined up to 7 levels that would include warehouse, zone, aisle, shelf, bin, etc. If you look under the location type screen, there are one more level of location, which are internal, dock, customer, and subcontract location. Most of the time, you will store your stock under internal location. Only under internal location will stock be available for picking process. If stock is at dock, customer, or subcontract, the stock will not be considered available. Dock is a holding area to receive stock. When error is received into dock area, it can run the put away process. Let's have a look at the put away screen. What put away does is it slots stock in the docking area to available locations. There is a logic which is definable to process put aways based on availability and packing sizes. Customer location Customer location, give me a second. Okay, customer location is like a loan or consignment location. Let's go through a location creation process. First, you define the template in location types, then generate the locations required. I'm going to create a location type of internal category and set a defined format of AA, BB, C, D, EE. It will be with the following scenario. AA for one warehouse name 99, BB for zone A1, C for aisles from A to D, D for shelf height 1 to 4, means it's 4 stories high, and EE for bins 1 to 8. So I will create stock site for site T4. Location type is going to be a storage. Notice that the storage is under the internal category. Okay. Try again. T4. Location type, storage. I will create for T3. Okay. Location category is internal. Location format, it is AA, BB, C, D, EE. Proposal sequence is actually how what you call it? It's actually the proposed method of receiving your stock. In what sequence you want to fill up the bins when you receive the stock through your put away process. So click create. After you create the location type, you're able to create the individual location. From location, we want to create one warehouse, so it'll be 99. Zone A1 from aisle A, shelf height 01, bins 1. Okay, to location, we will put the last logically locations we can have for this. So it will be one aisle, one zone, so aisle A to D. Shelf is, last shelf will be 04 and the last bin will be 8. Alright. Click close. Okay. do this again. Location 99. A1 A011. This one will be A1 D shelf number 4 bin number 8. Tab save. So this will say that 152 locations are going to be created. Okay, close this. Afterwards, you can look under the inquiry screen to see the locations that has been created. So these are the list of locations that have been created. Next, let's talk about stock definition. In stock definition, in X3, a stock definition has to be defined through three forms, which are the purchase category, products, and product site. It takes these three components to make up the complete definition of a single stock. Under each of these forms are specific definitions. Product category has most of the default settings. Product sites are more on site-specific settings for the product. In product sites, you are able to see on-site balance of that particular stock and various inquiry screens. Let's look at the product category screen. The product category shortcut key is GSITG. Briefly going through the tabs, you will be able to see stock management. You have the stock management parameter. All stocks to be managed and quantity tracked will have the manage setting checked. You have negative stock parameters, lot management, serial number, quality, and expiration settings here. Others are the units of measure tab, receipts issue flow, account settings. I will go into more details the receipt and issue flow setting later. These are the rules which determine movements in X3 which are allowed. Under account cost tab, you have the accounting codes, valuation method like standard cost, average cost, and you have the tax code. Let's look at the product screen. Product screen. The shortcut key is GESITG. So you open the shortcut key by pressing Escape S. GESITG. As mentioned, when you create products, it will inherit most settings from the product category. Alright, so if you look under product, sorry, it's actually GESITM. Under product, you will see that the tabs will actually inherit all the fields from your product category. In products, there will be additional functions such as a product site for you to complete the product creation processes. Let's talk about unit of measure. There are three types of unit of measurement, which are the stock unit, packing unit, and the document unit. Document stock unit is the most basic unit of the stock. Packing unit are larger size containers of the stock unit. Document unit refers to units which are selected in the transactional document like sales order. Lastly, I would like to discuss about stock status. Stock status in X3 is used for quality control purposes. Accordingly, there are movement rules which restrict issue of stock to A status only. A stands for accepted, Q quality control, R reject. Once you put a stock under quality or reject status, the status becomes unavailable for transactions. You will see more of how this status is going to be used when we do some transactions later. With that, I will stop this sharing session. In this session, you have learned about the concepts involved in stock creation. Location plays a main role in it, and you have seen the multiple layers of location information possible in X3. The others are tracking information such as lot and serial number. Also in statuses, you are aware that X3 uses this for quality control purposes, and these statuses will play an important role later during transactions, as these are mandatory fields. We will come back to have a walkthrough for some transactions to observe the movement of stock.